My name is Angela Chen, and I did by Jude. It was inspired by what was going on in my personal life. My stepmother, to this day, is not talking to any of us but my brother. There's my sister and I and my brother, and then we also have a half-brother. So we've all been very shaken up about this, and it's been kind of a wonky family situation where my dad has a wife who is only not so much older than I am. So she kind of had a nervous breakdown and left us. So this was more a message to her in a way. Like, I didn't know how to express my feelings, nor my sister. Like, we didn't know how to share this with her because she shut us all off. So I was hoping that I would make something so that maybe she could see it, maybe in San Francisco, because she wanted to go to San Francisco and move there. And yeah, that was the purpose and the meaning behind this film. So
it's almost like a letter to her.
Yeah, it's kind of like a letter, like, hey, like, you know, we're sorry, we still love you. We'd never meant anything that you thought of, because she is young, you know, she was brought in when she was, you know, younger than me right now. So we had a lot of scenes and setups. So, but we only had 2.5 days, and it was a crazy schedule because I didn't plan on making this until, you know, right before we had to screen it. Basically, we had a month of everything, like pre-production, production, and post-production. So we shot it on 270s, so we had 2 shooters to also condense time, and we also had 2 other cameras, like the SD cameras that you'll see. So it was super packed and condensed, and we had a very small, like, skeleton crew, and everybody was super talented and on it and competent in what they're doing. The very first time I showed anything was I spent one day or 1.5 or 2 days just locked in a room in the basement of UT Communications building, and I just edited away. I was just editing because I had to screen it, you know, the next day or whatever. And so I was there and I showed a rough cut, which is also very scary because, you know, the sound was all over the place and it was rough. But after I showed it, the reception was very positive. Everybody was moved by it. There were some people who would come up to me and say, you know, they could feel the hurt from the actors, and the story was a little different. It's like how it was interweaved, because I wanted to keep it very positive, but it's a very kind of deep and heavy kind of story. It's like a drama where there's a teenage girl and a parent, so of course it can be super heavy or tacky, but I wanted to keep it very hopeful. So I packed my car and went to San Francisco. I went there so I can start writing a feature script to work on a feature. And basically when I got there, there was just a lot of opportunities going on. Got a job. I've been working there at BAMTV, Bricks and Mortar Media. They do production house, in production kind of with indie musicians, and they collaborate. It's a collaboratory kind of business where we make videos for their art and put it out. So I've been doing that, and basically I'm still working on a feature, kind of more the story aspect, not yet exactly the script. I'm working on music videos that I would like to do. I would like to move on to more music video visual stuff. So I'm very, like, in tune with image and music and the feeling of it. So I think that's what I would like to take on more.